Let's tune in. Today's podcast is about distractions and how to manage them. While attempting to write the content for this podcast, something I've been meaning to do for a couple of weeks, things kept getting in the way, like taking my dog for a walk, surfing the internet, or playing a game on my cell phone. These distractions kept me from sitting down and doing what I needed to do. Sound familiar? If it wasn't for those darn distractions, we could accomplish a lot. A distraction is simply taking a break from our present mood. Distractions interrupt and move us away from what we are presently feeling onto something else. Distractions can be a good or bad thing. Let's look at an example of a good distraction. Take grief. In the early stages of grief, when we're overcome with emotional pain, many distract themselves by watching TV. They find that watching endless hours of TV helps to interrupt the constant rumination of thoughts. TV is a distraction whereby the griever can shift focus away from their pain. This allows for a short mental rest. Short-term, this kind of distraction is not a bad thing. Today our lives are filled with tempting distractions. Cell phones, the internet, TV. They're all easy access distractions. We routinely get lost in watching, listening, texting, or playing a game. Ever notice how you read one text message and 20 minutes later, you're Googling something, checking out Facebook or tweeting? How you got from A to B becomes a mystery. Negatively, distractions can keep us stuck in a cycle of getting nowhere. Take, for example, if you're single but really want to be in a relationship. You know that having a relationship requires forming new connections, trusting, and putting yourself out there. For some, this might be a scary or uncomfortable thought. Imagine it's Friday night and you plan to go to a happy hour at 5:30. At 6, you're still at work, the office is closed, co-workers have gone home, but there you are finding more and more work distractions. When you finally look up from your work, it's 9 p.m. Working long hours becomes a respite from the unknown fear of being vulnerable. Another frustrating kind of example of a distraction is when you're having coffee with a friend. You're telling them about your day, but you lose them early in the conversation. They're looking around, picking up their cell phone, checking out messages, clearly not focused on your conversation, or the person sitting in front of them, you. It's so easy to get lost in distractions that time can just fly by. When you look back over your day, you realize that you haven't accomplished much. If you're feeling or finding that most of your day is spent feeding into many distractions, here are 8 things you can do to help break this cycle. Number 1, organization. A neat and organized work or home space means your life has order to it. When our work or personal space is messy, it's a reflection of what's going on inside of us. We might feel sad, depressed, or overwhelmed with life's demands. When we clean up the clutter, we redirect a low mood into a positive mood. If your home is cluttered, clean it up. Start slow if this sounds overwhelming. Create a clutter-free zone where perhaps one table or one countertop is clean and clear of stuff. One small area at a time. You want your eyes to be able to focus on an uncluttered area. This will reduce stress and anxiety. Before bed, spend 10 to 15 minutes putting things away. Clear out the sink, dishes, take out the trash, and any visible clutter. In the morning, you'll feel inspired and ready to start the day on a positive note. 2, create a list. Every day, make a list of your top 3 tasks that you want to accomplish that day. Seeing your list written down tells your brain you're ready. It builds momentum and sets your day off to a good start. If you're meeting an obstacle that's taking too long to figure out, pass over it and come back to it later. Number 3, put a time limit on electronics. At home, give yourself a time frame to check messages, watch TV, play video games, or scroll the internet. Make this your playtime. It could be cutting down from 4 hours to 2 hours. Start slow to make it manageable. Decrease your time limits slowly. Number 4, set up an electronic-free zone. When you come home from work, take off your work clothes. This allows you to make the mental transition from work to home. Home should be a place of comfort, family rest, and nurturing. Bedrooms should be a relaxing sanctuary of rest. Electronics invade our privacy, stealing our peacefulness. When we watch excessive TV, we are directed away from the people around us, our children and ourselves. We let aspects of our home life pile up in the corner. Our home time should be guarded at all cost. It is precious time that we need to replenish our souls. Number 5, set up a socializing free zone. When meeting a friend, turn off the electronics. Many of us are losing the art of conversation. Reteach yourself to focus on building friendships. Mental conversations are essential for humans. Conversations with a friend are more invigorating and energizing to the brain. It promotes wellness. Number 6, set up a work-free zone. Cut out temptations at work. Turn your cell phone to mute. Darken the screen so you don't get tempted to look. Cut out notifications that pop up. Cut out participation in office gossip. Walk away. Number 7, take healthy mental breaks. Go for a walk. Be out in nature. Sit in a park. Have your lunch outside. Do a 5-minute breathing meditation. Listen to calming music. Number 8, here is a technique that I want to give you to stop the invasion of distractions. And I want you to do this when you feel like you're falling down that rabbit hole of distractions. Snap your finger and say, "Stop it, back on track." Again, snap your finger and say, "Stop it, back on track." This technique will break up the energy and help you to get refocused again on your work. I hope you find these tips helpful, and thank you for tuning in with Elizabeth. If you like what you've heard, please subscribe to my YouTube page. Till next time.